So when I send off any piece of research, it's going to be sent out for peer review. And for anyone who's not experienced peer review, what this means is that it goes to 2 or 3 experts in the field who read it very thoroughly and give an unbiased commentary on the strengths and weaknesses of the paper. Now, depending on your recent experiences and your own bitterness level, that might have been the best joke of the set just there. So people get very emotional about the peer review process, and I've worked out why. It's because peer review is basically like dealing with your extended family. You're doing your own jokes in your head. So there are 3 ways it can go when I send off a piece of research. The first thing that can happen is the reviewers will say, "Oh, well done! That's absolutely super!" Peer reviewers are all posh, by the way. And they take it and they stick it straight up on the fridge for everyone to see. Remember that warm glow of unconditional acceptance? Forget it. Quite rare. Even if this does happen, you shouldn't expect it to make you popular with your siblings. Especially if they've just been on the end of an outright rejection, which is more along the lines of, "This nonsense again? I really would have thought you'd grown out of this by now. We're very disappointed in you. Go and think about what you've done." Meanwhile, you're cast in the role of the angry teenager going, "Why don't you understand? Nothing's ever good enough for you. Can't you be happy with the direction I've taken in my life? Just because I'm not like Golden Child over there. Oh, I fluttered my eyelashes. Nature paper!" Don't underestimate the level of rivalry. But these 2 things are more extreme outcomes, and what's much more likely is that you get a revise and resubmit, which means, "That's all right, make a few changes, and then we'll get back to you." And this, you know you should be pleased to see it. There's the extended family again. But it can be a little bit wearing at times, because this is the feeling that you get when you're at a family gathering, you're in a bit of a hurry to leave, but suddenly everyone is between you and the door, they're all talking at once, and you can't please all of them. Auntie Maggie wants to introduce some broader family context by talking about second cousin Emily's new baby and how beautiful it is. The relevance to you is unclear. You didn't even know you had a second cousin, Emily. As far as you're concerned, it's just one more person who's married and mortgaged with a dog and a sprog before you have even committed yourself to so much as a pot plant. But family's family, and you've got to talk about them. So you managed to escape just as far as Uncle Bob. He wants you to justify your methods a little bit. So some patient explaining is necessary, that you took the A68 because that's the way the sat-nav told you to go. And you know now that there are roadworks, but you can't take a different route now. You're here. So all you can do is promise to do better on the route back. At least Grandad was fairly easy to keep happy. He's had a very long wait, but he's got his cataract operation coming up next week. So all you're going to hear from him is about how much he wants to be sighted again.